Okay, so now everything is working.
Yeah. This interview has been a long time coming.
Yeah.
With the wrong Skype address.
Yeah. I had a wrong Skype address, like Mock instead of Mick, and I had to call Marcus, and he had to search through his mails to find out. Yeah.
I know it's. I was waiting. I think it was last week, and I was like, so I sent Andy a message saying, "Oh, the interview didn't happen," and I had a look. I was going through the email, and I went, "He's going down as Roach_Mock."
Yeah. There's some just typing mistake from him. Yeah. So
He blamed me, or he said it's my fault. So, how's yourself been keeping on the rest of the band?
Yeah, we are doing pretty fine. We are looking forward for the release, so there's pretty much to do right now for the release. And we are doing an online show. I don't know if you have seen it for the release. So next week, we will be streaming an online show via YouTube.
Right.
Yeah, so we are pretty busy with that, with the whole planning and everything, actually. And we're doing a big crowdfunding campaign to collect some money for the show and also for the band, because we are not playing any shows this summer. Yeah, so we are pretty busy with this. And yeah, I think afterwards it will be pretty calm for the rest of the summer for us.
It's what I'll do, I'll share that on my website and on social media, so I can try and get as many people to watch it for you.
That would be awesome. Yeah, it's the first time we are doing something like this. I think it's a strange time for all of the artists. Yeah, we are very curious. How it will be working, the online show itself, because it's totally new for us, and also the crowdfunding campaign. I think the days afterwards we will be sitting at home and sending thousands of packages to the people who ordered stuff for the crowdfunding campaign. Yeah, it's different lifestyle for us right now.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of bands. With this show you're doing next week, will it be from separate locations, or will you be meeting up and doing it from one location?
Yeah, we will be doing it from one location, and in fact, it's a very special location. It will be taking place at a castle, which is nearby where we live. And at normal times, there would be a big festival taking place there at this weekend. So it's also a special place for many, many people from Germany who've been there before. It's a FEUERSCHWANZ festival castle. And yeah, it's a very special place, and we are very happy that we are able to perform there. Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing! Absolutely fantastic. I'm definitely tuning in, and I'll be highlighting it on my social media to make sure a lot of people tune in. Because
that would be cool. Because we wanted to do a different type of online show than people already know, because I think everyone has now seen musicians playing from their homes and stuff like this. And yeah, especially for the release of the album, we wanted to do something like cool and big. And yeah, so we chose that location, and it will be like a totally big full show with lights and also fire and everything. So I think it will be pretty big, actually.
Yeah, it sounds amazing. I'm next month. I'm doing the very first covering from the red carpet. There's a film premiere next month, and it's the very first. I'm not sure about around the world, but definitely in the UK, the very first premiere to be conducted at a drive-in theatre.
Okay.
So the whole premiere is going to be from people's cars. So it sounds amazing, how does?
Yeah, it's also different type of premiere.
Yeah. I don't know what the restrictions will be on the red carpet, mind, but it'd be definitely something worth doing. So can you tell me a bit about like from the beginning, how did you guys meet? What was your influences?
From the beginning, from what?
Yeah.
From the band?
How did the band meet? And
Okay, yeah. We didn't all meet at the same time. The band was founded by our Hauptmann, it's the singer with the chainmail, in 2004. And like over the years, he got more and more of the musicians in that are part of the team now, because like at the first show that FEUERSCHWANZ ever played, there were totally different musicians in it. And it's kind of a very funny story, because the first show of FEUERSCHWANZ totally went wrong. So he had some of his friends and told them, he had this idea about the band, and they were like, okay, you can try and join in. And the first show went so bad that everyone left afterwards, and he had to start again. So it's quite of a wonder that the band is still existing right now and growing bigger. And over the years, all of the other band members came in and stayed. So at the first 2 years, there were many non-permanent members of the band, and after time, the others came in and stayed. And now we have a pretty cool formation, I think.
Yeah, I remember I had with my band, we had two gigs which didn't go quite as well. And one of them, the singer turned up, and he was a new singer, and he was absolutely steaming. He had been drinking bottles of whiskey all day.
Oh no!
And we were on stage, and he picked up all the lyrics, and he was trying to read the lyrics as he was throwing the papers everywhere.
Oh
no! I just went, oh, balls to this. I threw my bass, jumped off the stage, and just went up to the bar and just got drunk.
Yeah, it's the best thing to do in such a case.
Yeah. So right, you've got to bear with me, Bea, now on this next one, because I might pronounce it wrong. Right, you've got a new release coming out. Das elfte Gebot?
Yes. Yeah, pretty good. Das elfte Gebot, yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Good God, I've been practicing that all week. Can you tell me a bit about it, about the recording, and how long it took to write the album, and where you recorded it, what studio and all that?
Yeah, actually, we have a 2-year cycle for doing albums right now, over the last, I don't know, many years now. And that's like the cycle we are used to. So we started writing new songs directly after the last album was released. So I still remember when the very, very first song for the album was written. It was when we were touring with the Metheimer album. So it was in December 2018, and the band was on tour, and our guitar player Hans, he had to stay at home because he was waiting for his second child to arrive, and so he couldn't go with us, and he was sitting alone in his cellar while everyone else was touring and celebrating and sending him messages out of the tour bus, and he was a bit sad and angry, but at the same time very excited because of the birth of his son. And so he was sitting in his cellar, and he started writing some pretty hard guitar riffs.
Yeah.
And they later became the song Totentanz. So he sent them to us as a kind of answer to the messages and stuff we've been sending him. So yeah, it is a pretty hard guitar riff that came out of this special mood. And yeah, it was the first song that was written for the album. So the songwriting started. And we are recording it at a studio which is actually quite close to where we live. It's like half an hour away from us. In the Franconian, Switzerland. It's very nice there. And the producer, Simon, is a guy that we've been working with for all of the last releases also. So he knows us pretty well. And we've been working together very well with him. And I think the only thing that changed a bit for this album is that the sound got a bit more metal-like. we've already started that with the last release with the Methammer album, and yeah, with this one, our guitar player Hansi had more time and more ideas to write some very cool guitar riffs and stuff. And I think, that's a cool development of the concept we've already had before.
Oh, brilliant! With your last release, Meth Hammer.
Mm-hmm.
That was in 2018. Did you record the album in the same location? And
Yes.
like you said, it's on a two cycle. So
it's the third or fourth album that we've been recording there. Yeah. Oh,
brilliant! No, I listened to the album. I think it was about 2 months ago, and it was. I thought, this is something different. This is really, really good, and. I've started following your career from that.
Okay, yeah.
Especially with myself, I'm a bit of an old school sort of geek. So I'm up until I started doing this, I was like, no, there's no other music. It's either Ozzy Osbourne or it's Kiss and all. But it's all changed for me now. I don't listen so much to that. I listen to all the ones which, as I go along, I'm learning about.
Mm-hmm.
And, I listened to Meth Hammer, and it was. I thought, wow, this is good. This is really good.
Yeah, that was the first album where we really changed the style of the music to more metal-like music, and we've developed that a bit further now with Das 11. Gebot.
With this COVID-19 situation, how much of your plans has been disrupted with like the promotional side of it, or obviously there's no concerts going on at the moment?
Yeah, it's all different right now because the normal cycle would be that we've finished recording the album in I think February, then we've done the photo shootings and all of the video shootings already partly last summer and last autumn, and we were very lucky that we've been working so much ahead last summer because now in April, March, we couldn't meet very much with the band.
Yeah.
So we're still able to release videos and photos and everything because we have been doing them a bit earlier. So that was very, very lucky because I know of other bands that had really big problems and also had to postpone their albums because they didn't get their stuff done in time. Because of the lockdowns. So there we were a bit lucky. And then we decided that we want to go ahead as planned with the release. Usually we would be like going out on festivals, playing already some of the new songs live, like showing them to the people and getting feedback from the live shows, and we are totally missing that now. That's really, really strange, and so we are only getting feedback from the videos, which is also interesting, but it's different. So we've decided, as we can't play live right now, that we want to do this online show for the release because it's the only way to present the songs live in front of a kind of a live,
going back to this live event which you're doing, will it just be mainly of songs off the album, or will it be as though you were out on tour and playing a mixture of songs?
Yeah, it will be mixed. So it will be old songs and some new songs. We won't be playing all of the new songs, of course, because it's like the first time we are playing them live. But it's some of the new songs and mixed with the best of the old songs. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's for yourself. It's been because you've planned well ahead.
Luckily.
No restrictions.
Yeah. We were really lucky there. That we started to like do the photos and everything last, I think in September, October already. So we're very, very lucky that we were so far ahead.
No, it's I've spoken to a lot of bands, and there's a few, like you said, which have had to postpone the release because of the situation, because they haven't been able to go out, or the way they promote things, they're unable to do it. So they just put the albums back, which is quite bad, really, because obviously being a musician, you're dependent on these releases and bringing in income from it.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. So we were really lucky that we had finished the production already in February, and in March, when the lockdown started, only our producer was sitting in the studio and doing the mixes, so he had a lot of time for that, at least. So yeah. So
yeah, that's the main thing.
Yeah, we were just lucky there. Yeah.
So, what plans have you got for the rest of the year? Do you think have you written off the rest of the year, or do you think you'll be doing more online shows, or do you think you might be able to get out and do some concerts?
Yeah, it's pretty hard to say right now. I think there won't be any like normal festivals be taking place this summer. I think it's we have to be realistic there. So what we have planned is the album tour, which is due to take place in January next year, but it's not really safe still there. So we have to see if we can do that tour. It would be very hard for us to lose that tour, because with the funding and the online show, I think we will financially get over the summer. But if we're losing that tour also, that will be very hard for us. So I think we will just like wait and see, and then we will have to adapt our plans to whatever the situation will be then.
Yeah. I think, to be honest, I think next, because when I got up this morning, there was a thing of BBC News, and they were talking about live events and how they can move forward with it. And I think, like as I was saying about the drive-in sort of, maybe that's an option in the future if this COVID-19 holds back. Obviously, it would be a case of massive fields, either people, instead of buying tickets, you're buying a slot. Do you know what I mean? So you've got your own little area. So I think the music scene really needs to sit down and discuss how they can move forward, because so many venues now are on the verge of collapse, especially in the UK.
Yeah, it's very hard, especially for the small ones. Yeah.
And with like with yourself and all the other musicians and all that, there's only so much you can do without being out there. And
and so, I also have the impression that those drive-in concerts are only working partly well. They are more expensive for the promoters and for the bands, like to host them, because there are a lot of extra costs right now. And I think the people only half like them, because you have to sit in your car and you don't get the sound from the big PA, but from your radio, from the radio. And from what I get to hear from people visiting that, but also from bands playing that, it's a kind of a bad compromise for everyone. It's better than not playing at all, but it's not something that will be there for the future. So
I think if they go down that sort of route where you have driving concerts and things like that, I think we will see a lot more festivals than you would touring. Do you know what I mean? So you won't have like a UK tour or European tour. It would just be festivals constantly. And I think that if the government can't sort something out soon, I think something needs to be done, because too many things are collapsing. But finally, on to talking on tours and things like that. Do you have anything in the pipeline for 2021? You said you're doing a tour in January. Have you got any plans for a UK tour or UK festival appearances?
Not yet. We've never been invited to play in the UK, actually. I think it would be cool to start off with playing some festivals there to see how people react to us live. And yeah, I think we are very open to try something out of Germany again.
Yeah, I think the problem, like, you got the likes of Download and Bloodstock and all that, but I think because Britain now has left Europe, I think a lot of promoters, especially of the smaller capacity, I think they're trying to find out what the score will be for touring artists, because I saw a thing on the internet that it might cost up to £1,000 to bring, and that's not without paying the artist. That's just to get.
Yeah, it's very expensive. Yeah, traveling there. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like for a small venue to bring yourselves over, it could end up like being a case where you'd be charging tickets of £100.
Yeah.
But, I know the music industry in the UK are not happy. They didn't want to leave Europe, and for these reasons, for touring and all that. So
yeah,
but you never know. You might. I'll send a message to Andy Copping and tell him to get you booked for next year's Download.
That would be awesome. If we get a chance, I think we will definitely try and come over.
I will do my utmost, and we'll definitely report. What day is it next week? Did you say it's Friday?
It's Friday, yes.
Friday. And what time will that be then?
The online show at 9 in the evening.
That's your time, is it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, our time, yes.
Yeah, I think it's 8 p.m. my time, I think.
Yeah.
I haven't got a clue. You know,
we stream via the Napalm Records YouTube channel.
Right. You know, right, this is how bad this COVID-19 is. I went to see my brother yesterday, and my sister-in-law, she asked what the date was. So my brother said, I think he said 17th of May, 17th of June.
Yeah.
And she asked if it was 2010. And my brother looked at her and went, 2010? You're 10 years out.
Yes.
But anyway,
yeah.
So anyway, this has been absolutely fantastic talking to you. Good luck with the album.
Yeah, thank you very much.
And I will get on to this now. What I might do is send you a quick message after this on Skype. So if you could just send me like a link or give me the address where it's at, then I can promote it on all my social media. And
yeah, awesome. Yeah, I will send you the links.
Brilliant. And have a fantastic day. Enjoy the rest of Friday.
Yeah, thanks. Same to you.
It's been brilliant speaking to you.
Thanks a lot, and bye-bye.
Bye-bye.